Welcome to day 28 of the 100-day mindfulness challenge. My name is Miss Steer, and today we are going to try out some mindful waving. It is Wednesday today, and that means it's time to do the A in beast mode. And that's the day when we take an action and we practice stepping out of autopilot and really stepping into the present moment, tuning into our body, noticing how that action feels in our body, in the different parts of our body. Like most everyday actions, waving is probably something that you don't have to think about. Your brain has learned how to wave so that you can just do it without actually putting any thought into it. And that's really useful, but I want you to practice something different today. So just as we've done with everything else, this is just about bringing curiosity and noticing where you feel this in your body, noticing any changes, any sensations, any movement, any feelings at all that happen as a result of you waving. Let's get to it. In a moment, I'm going to ask you to stand up. Please make sure that you are being careful of where you are standing. Make sure that if you do have a rather big wave, that you aren't going to bash into people around you. So make sure you've got an arm's length space in between you and anyone that's nearby or any furniture. And when you are ready, stand up. Take a moment to notice your feet on the ground. Notice your body weight, whether it's forwards or backwards, or to the left or to the right or dead center. Notice your breath. And let's have a go at that mindful waving now. Begin by lifting the arm that you usually use to wave with. Notice where the arm naturally comes up. And begin waving slowly, gently, noticing how your arm feels as you do so. Bring your attention now to your shoulder. Notice if there's any movements, any feelings in your shoulder or your neck as you wave. Bring that attention now into your hands and try and notice whether the different parts of your hand and wrist and fingers, fingertips, do they feel any different from each other? Do you feel the air going through your fingers as you wave? Now bring your attention to your whole upper body. So as one arm moves, do you feel any movement in the other arm that's still? Do you notice any feelings in your chest or stomach or head or hair as you move? Get curious. And lastly, bring that attention to your full body. Try and see if you can pick up even the slightest, tiniest movement in your feet, legs, knees, hips, stomach. And let that arm rest now at one side, and let's repeat with your other arm and try and notice if there's any difference here. So again, as you wave slowly with this arm now, see if you can notice any feelings in your arm. Move that attention now to your shoulder and neck. How do they feel? Let that attention drift to your hand now. How do the fronts and backs and sides of your hand feel? How do your fingers and knuckles feel? Can you feel the air? Bring that attention to your whole upper body now. See if you can notice any movements from your chest to your head. And again, see if you can notice any feelings as a result of waving throughout your whole body, from feet to head. Does it feel different to wave on this side compared to the other side? Get curious. When you are ready, let the arms settle down at your side and calmly and slowly and mindfully take a sit back down. How was that for you? What did you notice? For me, I really noticed the feeling of waving in my right forearm and my wrist. That was where I perhaps felt it the most, down here. And I also noticed how much more sort of tense and stiff my left arm felt as waving, probably because I always must wave with my right hand, my right arm, because I'm right-handed. And lastly, I also really noticed the air in my fingers, and that's something that I think I don't really notice ever, because I'm not paying attention. Coming up then, I'm going to give you some pause time, and I just want you to take a few minutes to either think about this, jot down some notes. If you are on your own, just notice what you notice. Or if you are in school or at home and there's people around you, whether that's other classmates, brother or sisters, or adults, just like I did, try and come up with 3 things at least that you notice about the action of waving. Take some time now, and I'll see you shortly. That's it for today. Your day 28 challenge is to bring a similar kind of mindful awareness to the one that we've just tried with waving, but I'd like you to bring that to the action of brushing your teeth. Like waving, that's going to be something that mainly uses your arms and your upper body, but there might also be a lot of differences there. So as you brush your teeth, I'd really like you to try and notice the different areas of your body and the different feelings that you feel. Where do you feel the action? In your hands, in your arms, in your shoulders, in your wrist, in your fingers, in the rest of your body? Try and notice 3 things that you don't usually notice and really get curious. Even better if you can jot down some notes, you can take some thinking time, or you can share with somebody else what you noticed as you were brushing your teeth. Wait till after though. If you'd like to share what you noticed after the mindful teeth brushing, or anything from this session or any of the sessions, give an adult a nudge and they can share to Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook using the hashtag mindful100. My details are on the screen. I would love to hear what you are noticing as you are doing either the things in the sessions or the daily challenges. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you tomorrow.